What's going on, everybody? Welcome back with this Volkswagen Super Beetle. We are putting the glass in, the rear glass today. I've already done the rear windshield. This was a big pain to do. It was not easy. We did the original style with the stainless steel trim. We didn't do the California look, so that was a pain getting that trim in, and then getting the window, the rope kit around to put that in was horrible also. You can see that it's not really set up that good on this corner. The rest of it is. Hopefully I'm gonna stick this in the sun and let it heat up and then be able to squish that window down a little bit more. I really don't want to take it out and try again because it took me a lot of time. It took me hours to try to get that on because the weather strip obviously is not perfect. So that's all set for now. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to put on the pop-out window kit that we got for this. So we have the two windows, the pieces of glass right here, and then all the hardware is right here in this bag. And we are going to put on the pop-out windows, not the original ones, obviously. And then we're going to get a little bit more airflow in the back here. My mom is very excited to get the pop-out windows. She's really wanted those. So it took a little time to get them. One company couldn't get them for us, so we had to cancel that order and then order this set. I'll leave the link in the description for these windows. So back here, I'm gonna have to find the holes for the clamp because there are holes in here already in these Super Beetles. And then underneath here, after I cut this back out, there's gonna be the holes for the front hinge. Doesn't seem like a big deal to have to put these on. So hopefully today I'll get this side on and I'll get that side on. Like I said, the rear glass is already done. And once the glass is in, I'm gonna get the seat belts on. I don't have any of the holes cut for the seat belts. Put the seat belts in, put this rear seat on, and then the interior is gonna start getting done pretty quickly. So hopefully these go pretty smooth. Doesn't seem like a big deal to have to do. I've never done them, but yeah, it doesn't seem like a horrible thing. So I will check back in, let you guys know how it goes. As always, any links for the stuff that I'm doing will be in the description if you want to check out the products that we use. All right, guys, so I have the pop-out window installed right here. This window is from West Coast Metrics. We originally ordered the J-Bugs kit, but that was on back order for at least a year, and they had no idea when it was going to come. I guess the story is there was a fire in the factory that would make them, so they weren't available forever. And then finally West Coast Metrics had these. So they're a little bit different. The one thing that's different on this is that it has this style latch that goes through the window. The other ones I've seen online from years before, the latch actually screwed to the inside of the window trim. So this is one issue I found already with this. There's a C-clip that holds the outer metal piece into this piece right here, into the window. It does not come attached already. So I actually had to grind down the flange on this side to get that clip because the window is a little bit too thick with the rubber gaskets. That was an issue. It took me a while to shave that down a little bit, enough to get that clip on, but I finally did. This bolts right where the factory holes are. This is a 72, so it does have holes on the car body, so that went perfectly on. And this is the inside. You can see I don't have this trim on because I'm running into another issue. If you look at it, there's a gap that you can see daylight through right here. And I'm going to have to adjust this window. I think I know what I have to do, but I haven't started doing it yet. I haven't tried the passenger window. I'm gonna worry about doing this one first. As you can see right here, this weather strip on this window does not fit good at all. It doesn't touch the body whatsoever. Around the other part of it, it's all good, and on the bottom it's good. But this top corner, it's very bad. You can see right into the car right here. So I need to move this window, the top corner, in so it makes a good seal so the rain and the air noise does not come through. This won't be driven that much in the rain, but obviously any water is gonna go in here. So I definitely want to make sure that these windows are sealing good. It opens and closes fine, but it's just not right. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is what I think I need to do. The screws that are supplied right here with the hinge kit are very long and it's hitting the actual frame of the window. I'm going to take this back out and I'm going to cut. I'm probably just going to grind them, but I'm going to grind down these screws so they just barely go to the back side of the bracket that's included. I'm also going to bend this hinge. If I bend this hinge, squeeze it tighter, it's going to pull this window in more towards the car, and then I'll be able to close up, the gap right here, and the weather strip will be good. So this is what I've run into. You can see that all 3 screws are pressing onto the hinge, which is stopping it from being able to come closer into the car, and then obviously leaving that gap. So I'm not sure if all the windows, there might only be one manufacturer making these windows now. So I'm not sure if anybody else has had this issue, but I am definitely running into this right now. This is one of the big things that we wanted to put in this car was the pop-out windows. So I'm not going to stop until this is all set and it works properly. Everything else about this window looks good. The window, the trim, the hardware, all that looks fine. It's just, I think this hinge just needs to get adjusted. And then, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to take those screws out, grind them down, adjust it, and then we'll see where we're at. And if we make up the difference, we'll be good and we can move on to the passenger side. What's up, everybody? I got this window in right now. It was a huge pain to do. As you can see, I have this weather strip tucked in right here. The weather strip does not make a good seal up at this outer edge. I've drilled out the holes here to move the window up, as far as possible, and it still would not hit the car and make a good seal. So I'm hoping that this is going to solve this issue. I started with the other window now, and this is just, set in there to place. I have the tape holding it on there. But as you can see at the top, there is a big gap where this window does not fit and the weather strip does not touch the edge. That's the major issue I'm seeing with this. What I did on the other side is how you can see this huge gap right here. What I did was I compressed that down to get the window closer into the car. You can see that this was the one, this is how it comes out of the package. I haven't done anything with this one yet. And if you look at this side right here, you can see how compressed it is. I had to compress it all the way down, basically onto that spacer just to get the gap to close up. So I wanted to check this one to see if it was the same, and it pretty much is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this window back out and then clamp this down as far as I can. That will suck the window inward. And then hopefully it will, make a good seal up here. As you can see, I don't have the actual, pinch welt seal on here yet. I do have it on this side. But the thing is that even with that on, it's not gonna fix this weather strip problem right here. I feel like this weather strip is poorly designed, and on these corners, it's pulling pretty far out this way. So I think between being able to move the window upward and inward, that I can get this seal to go down. And then if I have to do it like the other side, where I have to put this in, I think after a while it might sit in once it gets kind of shut in there. These have been in a package for who knows how long, and maybe this was held out like that, and that's why the weather strip does not seal. So it's a big project to do. Hopefully I can get this done very easily on this side, since I've already done to the other side. I've already drilled out these holes bigger because I already know I'm gonna have to move it up. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this window back out, close up that clamp, and then close up the hinge, and then see what happens.